A landmark case is being heard in an Ontario courtroom that could change the prostitution laws in this country. The federal and Ontario governments are appealing a lower court ruling which decriminalized prostitution. Global National's Christina Stevens reports.
Mr. Harper, you've been a bad boy.
Prostitute and dominatrix Terry Jean Bedford is a woman with a major battle on her hands, taking on the government in an effort to legalize prostitution.
This is one of the greatest debates that need to be brought to the forefront.
The sex trade itself isn't illegal in Canada, but almost everything associated with it was until last fall, when an Ontario court struck down 3 key anti-prostitution laws: keeping a common body house, living off the avails, and communicating for the purpose of prostitution. The judge deemed the laws unconstitutional because they made the sex trade more dangerous by forcing prostitutes to work alone.
Regardless of what you think about the moral worth of their activity, no government constitutionally should be authorized to harm people.
Both the Canadian and Ontario governments are appealing the decision, saying the laws are there to discourage prostitution in the first place.
The federal crown argues that unless the court finds prostitution is a constitutional right protected by Parliament, then this case has to be dismissed.
A dismissal is what this former child prostitute is hoping for.
If you strike down these laws, it places the pimps, it's like a go-ahead to everyone being a pimp.
The increase in human trafficking is most certainly linked to legalized prostitution. The exploitation of minors is another problem.
But Valerie Scott says prostitution is a legitimate and legal profession.
It's time Canada grows up and makes it so.
The case is set to wrap up Friday. Whatever the outcome, it's expected the battle will continue all the way to the Supreme Court of Canada. Christina Stevens, Global News, Toronto.